We often think of vacations as a pause from reality, a place where nothing bad can happen. We take photos, we smile, we send messages saying, "I'll be back soon." But for Natalie Christopher and Sarah Papenheim, soon never came. One was a world-class scientist, the other a gifted musician. They didn't take unnecessary risks. They weren't reckless. They were simply living their lives when paradise turned into a trap. Today, we go beyond the headlines. We look at the chilling timelines and the final moments of two women who went looking for adventure and kindness, but found something far darker. This is Paradise Lost. August 2019, the Greek island of Ikaria. It's a place of legendary beauty, known as a blue zone, where people live remarkably long lives. 35-year-old Natalie Christopher arrived here from Cyprus with her partner for a short summer break. Natalie was extraordinary, a British-born astrophysicist, a peace activist, and an elite trail runner. She wasn't just a tourist walking the paths. She was an athlete who treated the mountains like her second home. On the morning of Monday, August 5th, she did what she always did. She laced up her running shoes and headed out for a solo dawn run. At 8 a.m., Natalie's partner woke up and found her gone. He called her mobile. Natalie picked up. She sounded happy, breathless from the run, and told him she was enjoying the trail and would be back shortly. It was a routine, everyday conversation. But by 10 a.m., the silence began to feel heavy. She wasn't back. He called again. This time, the phone rang out. By 11:30 a.m., it went straight to voicemail. The Blue Zone Island was about to become the site of a massive international search. For 3 agonizing days, Greek police, fire brigades, and volunteer climbers searched the Karami area. They used thermal imaging and helicopters, but the jagged, volcanic terrain of Ikaria hides its secrets well. On Wednesday afternoon, a volunteer firefighter looked into a deep, 20-meter ravine just 1.5 kilometers from the hotel. There, he saw Natalie. She was pinned under a massive boulder. The forensic report was heartbreakingly clear. As Natalie was traversing a steep path, a huge rock, dislodged by her movement or the unstable ground, fell with her. She didn't just fall, the mountain fell on her. Death was instantaneous. The scientist who studied the stars was reclaimed by the Earth in a freak geological accident that no amount of expertise could have prevented. Sarah Papenheim was a light that refused to go out. A 21-year-old blues drummer from Minnesota, she had a rhythm that felt like magic. But Sarah's life was also touched by shadow. After her brother Josh took his own life, Sarah dedicated herself to understanding the human mind. She moved to Rotterdam to study psychology at Erasmus University, hoping to save others from the darkness that took her brother. Sarah lived in a student flat on Kralingse Kirklaan. Her roommate was a 23-year-old man named Joel S. Over the months, Sarah watched his mental health crumble. He was hearing voices. He was becoming aggressive. Sarah's friends and her mother, Dawn Marie, saw the red flags. In her last calls home, Sarah admitted Joel was acting weird and scary. Her mother begged her to leave, to stay in a hotel, to come home early. But Sarah was a healer. She told her mother, "Mom, he has no one. If I leave, who will help him?" She believed her empathy was a shield. She didn't realize it was actually a target. December 12, 2018. Sarah was just 1 week away from flying home to Minnesota for Christmas. Inside the apartment, something snapped. Neighbors heard a violent struggle and piercing screams. Police arrived to find a scene of pure horror. Sarah had been stabbed over 20 times in a sudden, psychotic rage. Joel was arrested hours later at a train station in Eindhoven, still carrying the weight of his actions. Sarah died as she lived, trying to hold together a person who was falling apart. Her rhythm was silenced, not by a stranger, but by the very person she tried to protect. Natalie and Sarah were different people in different worlds, but they were united by a tragic truth. They both trusted the world. Natalie trusted the stability of the ground. Sarah trusted the safety of her kindness. If you are traveling, if you are living far from home, listen to your gut. That small voice that tells you a rock looks loose or a person feels off is your most important survival tool. Don't be afraid to be rude if it means being safe. Don't be afraid to turn back. In memory of Natalie Christopher and Sarah Papenheim, may their stories remind us to cherish every "I'll be back soon" and to make sure we always do. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more real case files.